Yo, the crypto bulls are back. And this week has actually been one of the most exciting weeks in crypto because a judge just ruled that XRP is not a security, which means if XRP is not a security, Atom is not a security, Osmo is not a security, none of the Cosmos coins are a security, at least most of them. And that's extremely bullish for the Cosmos space and for the entire altcoin space. So enjoy this lazy Sunday and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So big win for altcoins, especially for those altcoins that were mentioned and labeled as securities by the SEC just a couple of weeks ago. And I made a video about this also. And also in a follow-up video to that, I basically explained that I believe Atom is not a security, it's a commodity. And especially Atom has a very, very decentralized underlying architecture. There's no central organization, there's no centralized individual. Also the way they did the token sale and all these kind of things. Much more mindful than Ethereum itself, and definitely more mindful than XRP, for example. So this is really a big win that now a court or a judge said XRP as a digital token is not in and of itself a contract, transaction, or scheme that embodies the Howey requirements of an investment contract. And this is really, really great news. And you could also see as a direct result, as a direct response to that judge ruling, we saw that altcoins especially have had a rally. We see legacy DeFi coins like Compound, Synthetics went to the moon. Obviously, XRP itself, right? And with it also Stellar. There's also a close connection between XRP and XLM because Jed McCaleb, the inventor of the XRP ledger, is also the founder of Stellar. But yeah, Solana had a nice run, up 30%. And then the top winner really in the Cosmos ecosystem is actually Injective this week, 12%, going towards $10 US, which is really cool. And then Atom hasn't really done too much, to be honest. Like I was hoping or expecting that maybe it does a 20-30% move. That didn't happen. So Atom still ranked 27. It went above $10 for a few hours. Actually, this was the day before. So if we go on the 7-day, you can see here's when the judge ruling came, and then it immediately mooned to $10.23. But to be honest, that's nothing. I mean, Atom's still below $10. I don't really like that, but it is what it is. So that's the current state of the market. Overall, extremely bullish. I feel like we're at the tail of the bear market. I give it 6 to 9 months max. We also have the Bitcoin halving coming up in 8 or 9 months, something like that, or even less. So I feel like we're at the end. We survived Celsius, Terra, FTX, all these kind of bad actors in the space, 3AC, that have been flushed out, and the SEC FUD and Binance FUD, which is kind of still ongoing, but at least now we have this judge ruling, which is super important for the space. Now, one big announcement that actually we did with Cryptocito is that we are partnering and revamping our partnership with Evmos. Evmos, Ethereum on Cosmos, the inventors of Tendermint, which is the EVM engine that is compatible with IBC, with Tendermint for faster finality and full interoperability. And we are just revamping that partnership. I think obviously Evmos went through a lot. I always kept you guys posted on a high level, but now we really have also the time and resources to do more in-depth coverage, right? And I think one of the main things is this Evmos 2.0 roadmap, and especially EVM extensions. So this is really, really exciting stuff. And I think this requires a lot of education, a lot of content. If you have any specific questions, please let me know. Also, in that context, subscribe to the Cito_zone account on Twitter, because that's where we are sharing research updates and details. So also we shared here one about EVM extensions and the recent apparent upgrade. So you'll find it there. And also, by the way, we have a newsletter now. Link is right under this video for the monthly Cito Zone report, which you should also definitely subscribe to. Another big thing is that we started the ticket sale for Cosmoverse. So That's really exciting. And actually the early bird tickets sold out like this. So we're really, really surprised how fast that escalated. Tickets, you can also see we made a brand new ticketing platform, basically in collaboration with DesignDAO and Omniflix. And yeah, we sold out within minutes for the early bird tickets. But don't worry, I think around this time when the video is going up, general admission tickets are going to be live. And general admission tickets are going to be $79 US. The early bird tickets were $39. So still in the double digits. And that's access for a 3-day conference, food and drinks, all you can consume during the 3 days. No VIP areas, you get access to everything. And I made a tweet also here where I said, like, Cosmoverse, our ambition is really to be the most accessible and inclusive event in our industry. So we don't want to price anybody out. So go check that out. Cosmoverse happening in October 2nd to 4th in Istanbul later this year. We're also going to announce more and more speakers. And also feel free to add this. We haven't announced it yet, but there will be potentially some reward, or we're going to pick a winner to get some sort of package for customers. Maybe we haven't really defined that yet, but there will definitely be something for a few winners. If you add Cosmoverse October 2nd to 4th like this to your bio on Twitter, to your name. So cosmoverse.org, you can subscribe to the newsletter here where you get notified via email, or you go to cosmoverse.omniflix.co and you'll see that tickets are going to be up in 4 hours. And we have multiple rounds. So there should be enough tickets for everyone, but make sure that you secure yours so you can also start planning the trip and all these kind of things. Now, when we talk about Atom and the Cosmos Hub, we see, we already talked a little bit about the price. We see that, I talked about this, the inflation rate is going down. We're currently on a trajectory to 7% to be reached in around 1.5 years, because Atom has a dynamic inflation rate. But one of the cool things that is now just 3 days around the corner is actually the launch of Stride. So Stride is an existing L1 blockchain for liquid staking, market leader in Cosmos, has a $100 million market cap, ranked 280 on CoinMarketCap, $1, $103 million market cap, $35.6 million TVL. So that's Stride, and that is going to be the second consumer chain, or Atom Zone, I like to call it, to launch and use shared security from the Cosmos Hub, which is really, really exciting. So Stride is coming. There will also be a revenue share. So Atom stakers are starting to accrue all these tokens and also revenue from all their liquid stake tokens. So you will start to earn STINJ, STFMOS, STJuno, you name it, you earn all these tokens. Obviously in fractions, don't expect in the beginning, especially that it will be a lot, but it will gain more and more steam if there's product market fit, and then these numbers should also increase. When we talk about the Atom Economic Zone, which is this new narrative and new direction for the Cosmos Hub, as a result of the failure of Atom 2.0. By the way, if you want a video on that, please let me know. We also had Umee coming out and saying that it's not a secret that we're exploring and planning to migrate also into a consumer chain. So Umee is currently a standalone L1 that is optimized for lending. We can actually go ahead and look them up. Ranked 684, fully diluted market cap of 54 million. And yeah, that means that their economic security is quite low. So it makes sense for them to explore, right? Same for persistence, for example. So Umee shared that here publicly. So the cat is out of the bag here. I think Umee would be cool as an additional chain. But obviously it all depends on the economic viability and economic revenue shares and all these kind of things. Because Atom validators always have to double, the infrastructure when a new chain joins. So there needs to be some economic incentive to actually do that with upside in the long term. So that's Umee. That's the Atom Economic Zone. Overall, I think none of that is really fully priced in yet. We also have Noble lined up then to potentially be next. There's Duality, Entropy, like some other ideas already out there. But I think Noble would probably make a big splash because Noble is bringing native USDC to Cosmos and more assets. One of the most probably innovative things that has happened in Cosmos was released this week. I read at least the first couple of pages here. is Babylon's Bitcoin staking. And they just released a light paper for that, which basically means that the idea is to put Bitcoins to basically secure proof of stake networks. That's a crazy idea, and all that in a basic trustless way. So Bitcoin people would earn yield on their BTC with extreme low unbonding rates and all these kind of things. You can read the paper. I'm going to link it down below here. But this is very, very interesting stuff. And I think definitely give it a read, give it a look. Babylon, also full disclosure here, I'm invested in Babylon. I think I disclosed it already a couple of months ago. But yeah, Babylon, I'm investor in the project. But nonetheless, it's an extremely exciting project because it brings Bitcoin security to Cosmos. And also it now has all these different use cases where it decreases unbonding rates on Cosmos chains, but also use cases for BTC itself, which is really cool. So for BTC, the asset. So that's Babylon. Great news here. Read the paper. And then also another news we had was Levana protocol that is now launching today, July 16th, on the Osmosis mainnet. So they were added through on-chain governance, and they are bringing perps to Osmosis. So that's really cool. Big value add for Osmosis also, and for the entire trading experience in the DeFi world in Cosmos. There's also a Twitter Spaces with my co-founder Nemos from Cryptocito and the founder of Levana, Jonathan, about all that process, background, and how they also migrated from Terra, and how they also want to launch their governance token on Say network in the future. So give that a listen as well. And finally, as we're wrapping this up, All in Bits, AIB, came kind of out of nowhere. I'm really surprised, but pleasantly surprised to read that they have dropped the lawsuit. There was some stuff going on there with Grace and Jay Kwan. Jay seems to be back in a way. Also on Twitter, he's tweeting a lot more. Maybe No Land is around the corner to launch. But this is good to see that the lawsuit has been dropped. Grace also confirmed that. And yeah, this is pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed these Sunday updates, lazy Sunday valuetainment, I like to call it. And yeah, let me know what else I should cover in the upcoming videos. Right after this, I recommend you to watch my video that I did about national currencies that are going to zero against Bitcoin. We did part 1. I know it's a bit of a different video. Part 2 is coming also this week, or next week. Also next week, we have a video coming up with Fanek. So Patrick Bush is back. We did one episode last year, just before Cosmoverse. We're doing it now again. I want to hear where they stand, what their thoughts are on Atom, what's their reasoning, because I feel like they have been a little bit shifted away from Cosmos and Atom after Atom 2.0 failed and geared more towards Ethereum and kind of back to the roots. But I'll do my best to convert him back as a full cosmonaut and be ultra bullish on Cosmos again, at least on the ecosystem. We never know what price is doing, but at least on the ecosystem. That said, stay safe, enjoy your Sunday, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.